Joining us now is Deputy U.S. Marshal Aaron Garcia, who works on the Detroit Fugitive Apprehension Team. Aaron, thank you for being with us. Let's start with just getting into the mindset of these law enforcement agents as they're out there searching and trying to zero in on these guys. What's going through their minds?
Oh, well, they know they got two violent fugitives out there on the run, possibly armed. They're dangerous. They're going to do what they need to do to survive. They already proved that. So obviously officers are on high alert, and they're going to do what they need to do to keep themselves safe and to locate these guys for the community.
What is the standard operating procedure then on going after these guys? Are they taking a look at friends, family members? I mean, there's got to be some sort of checklist.
Oh yeah, in every fugitive investigation, any case, especially of this magnitude, you're going to have your research done on the fugitives or the bad guys. You're going to know their associates, their family members, their criminal history. You're going to do all your research, and that's actually going to be the key in knowing who you're looking for by digging into their past.
Because is it likely that two guys like this could ultimately stay out there for a long time without the help of somebody on the outside once they're out?
Well, fugitives run all the time. They might revert to robbing, to stealing. If they don't have no help on the outside, they may revert to doing, more criminal activity because they're going to need food, they're going to need water, they're going to need to eat, they're going to need to find a place to sleep. So either they're going to be doing more criminal activity and causing more crime, or else they have somebody on the outside that are going to be helping them to survive.
Now, both these guys are lifers, so they lose absolutely nothing by fighting to stay out. I mean, the worst that can happen to them, they end up back inside again. So how dangerous does that make them, A, to the public, and B, to you as police officers?
Oh yeah, these guys are the worst case scenario. They're both in there for violent crimes. They escaped. They have obviously nothing to lose at all whatsoever. So these guys are the guys you got to take, particularly a lot of caution on, and you got to use every precaution to keep the community safe with these guys because they have nothing to lose.
No,
they have absolutely nothing to lose. They're going away for life in prison.
Aaron, Marcia Gonzalez talked about the fact that they have received hundreds of tips, but this is kind of the first one that's led to a huge search like this. How, as investigators, do you sort through the types of tips that you probably receive in cases like these?
Yes, in every big case of this magnitude, you're receiving hundreds, thousands of tips, and a lot of that is doing your research on knowing the case, knowing the fugitive, knowing, and there's several things that law enforcement knows that they're not putting out that only law enforcement knows. So if you get a tip that points towards that same direction as you already know in your investigation, obviously you know that's a credible tip, and you're going to follow up on any tip you think may be a little bit credible at all.
Now, Aaron, I know you're not in on this search right here, but what is your gut feeling? Are these guys still together, or would they be gaining anything by splitting up, and do you think they've done that?
It's hard to tell. Obviously they know that the world is looking for two people, so they may split up to think they got better odds to survive on their own. And on the other hand, they may be, they may feel more secure with each other to try to hide out, to try to survive. My gut's saying they probably split up, which normally happens, but you can't really draw a conclusion based off what you think they might do, because everyone's different.
How important is the public in finding these guys?
Oh, public is huge. Public is probably going to be the key that solves this case, as many others. The viewers, the tipsters, calling in anonymously, confidential leads. That's probably going to be what solves this case right here.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Aaron Garcia, we thank you very much, and we're glad these guys aren't around here. At least we assume they're not around here, but we thank you for your time.
Thank you.